So yeah, hey guys, my name is Ermac. I work at Richie Lending. Here we have Caitlin. She's actually a product manager. So today we'll show you like an open demo of how our product works. And yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you guys who don't know, Richie Lending is essentially the Shopify for brokering business loans. We help loan brokers start, run, and scale their loan brokering services. But before we get started showing you what Richie Lending offers, I want to give you like a quick high-level overview of what a loan broker does. So essentially what happens is a small business owner will reach out to a loan broker and apply for a loan. That loan broker will then take their information and share it with their network of lenders, who will then turn and give the loan broker some offers. The loan broker will choose the best loan for that small business owner and make them an offer. What Richie Lending does is completely automate this entire process, and in doing so, they realize how robust and innovative this technology was, and decided to actually license this out to other brokers.
Yeah, so today we work more of this system where small businesses actually reach out to lenders or to brokers, and those brokers actually utilize our engine, and we help them reach out to lenders, find the best offer, and then simultaneously find the best loan. So this way we were able to kind of become more of an infrastructure product versus being a marketplace ourselves. But what exactly we do for that though, that's a good example.
Yeah, so kind of diving into what Richie Lending offers, there's three main aspects. So the first thing is we give you your own website. You can customize this and make it fit however you like for your business. Additionally, we give you an award-winning CRM. All this information is private to you. And then also on the back end, we handle all of the background brokerage support. This includes everything from negotiating with lenders to doing background checks and filing all the paperwork, because let's be honest, nobody wants to file paperwork.
Yes, and I think the best way is to see that would be to see the actual examples of how it could be done in real life examples. So we actually have three type of customers mostly. We have lenders that currently actively lend money and use us for recycling of leads. We use we can help existing loan brokers with their technology, just kind of like bring them up to the next level. Or we can also help like independent industry professionals who just would do it part-time, but they deal with small businesses on a day-to-day basis. Here's an example of the company called Coral, and Caitlin actually has really good knowledge of them.
Yeah, so Coral is from Toronto, Canada. They are a alternative financing company. They do revenue sharing. They have a revenue sharing model, and they have a very specific target market for their loans. And so originally, before Richie Lending, there was a lot of companies that they would actually have to reject. But by using Richie Lending's system and platform, they're able to recycle those leads and still be able to generate revenue off of them.
Yeah, exactly. So we linked it to marketplace.coral.io. So it actually works like a regular website. So they actually able to push their declined customer through us and get them some alternative options if they do not decide not to fund them. Another example of them would be a company named Swift. They're actually brokers. So but what happened is that their technology was not that advanced, and they were a smaller broker shop, so they didn't have that network of lenders that we have, and we are able to provide for them. So they decided to jump on board. We also built it within their website. It's portal.swiftfunding.com, so it's within their website, but they send their applications here, and we automate the whole process and basically find them the loans, so they can concentrate on what they do the best: selling and promoting and generating leads. Another example is a company called AMB. This is a different company, so they're actually an equipment financing company. So they're a smaller one, company of 2 people, and they deployed their website within our network, so that just kind of like turned cheaper for them. But for the smaller companies, we're able to offer that kind of service.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I was going to say, so if everything that you're seeing so far looks really great, but you kind of want to see what the process would look like for those people who will be applying for your loans. Another thing that Richie Lending offers is a demo, which is essentially a sandbox where you can go through the process and see what it looked like on the customer side. So if you go here, don't worry, you can go and apply for a loan. It's not an actual loan, but you will be able to see what it looks like for your customers, see what their user experience looks like. So you go here and you click apply now, right? So these are the same questions that any loan broker would ask, but they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more concise. And then that way it saves the person who's applying for a loan, it saves them time. And then that way they're more likely to finish the application, send everything over, and you will actually get an email in a matter of minutes, even seconds after they've applied.
Yeah, so let's create a kind of like a fake account here so we can see how it looks inside. So we will use a different email. We'll use Caitlin at richlending.com, but let's do actually let's do Caitlin3 because and we'll just put some fake numbers and the industry that she works in, and let's say she works in gambling. Didn't know. So we actually are able to connect bank account here, and this small business loans are actually based on revenue. And what we do, we decided to, like how it was done before is people used to attach statements, but we decided to kind of go around it and expedite the process. So now we can link the bank account directly to your bank account and pull that information like just faster than if they had to kind of like attach statements. But just for the purpose of this demo, let's actually link there. Let's actually attach some statements, and we'll show you how it looks later on, how the dashboard is done. So let's create an account here, and yeah, so let's just do some fake account here.
And so this is what your customers would have access to. This is actually what they would see. So this is their dashboard. And this is a great opportunity for them to be able to say, oh, that's right, I'm missing this document. Alternatively, most loan brokers would actually have to reach out to those customers every time that they needed a document from them, which can get tedious both for the broker as well as for the customer. And so now it's all in one platform. They can see the files and it's uploaded in real time. And then they can also see offers as they come through.
Exactly. So let's finish this application. So it will just kind of look straightforward. So we can create an application and just answer some questions that are needed. Basically, it's the same questions that you would otherwise ask, such as Social Security as well. We protect this information. It's actually encrypted, so there's no need to worry on that side. We also do soft pulls only, so this is interesting and usually very helpful for businesses, so it does not affect their credit. And yeah, those are all the information that we already submitted. What's interesting here is that once you actually finish the application, it actually sent to lenders. And when lenders come back with offers, your offers will pop up here. So you're actually able to accept them, and the contracts will appear here. So you can sign them or not authorize them if needed.
Very quick, very fast process. So this is what it looks like for the customer or for your customers. And now we're going to show you what it looks like from your side, what the CRM would look like as you're using it.
Yes, so this is how it would use for, look for, for you. That part of it is somewhat similar, but what's interesting here is, let's look at this file, Caitlin. It's the file that we just created actually. So we can see that it was complete. All this stuff was attached, but this is how it's going to look for you when you actually get on the platform. What's interesting here is the account analytics part of it. So you can actually track what mediums or what advertising is working in the best possible way for you. So you can see if something is working, something is some particular ads are performing the best all up until the funding. So that's what makes it better than what Google analytics, let's say, is able to provide you.
Yeah, and another way, and let's say that you have like an incomplete application, and let's be honest, there's going to be a couple of those, and a big majority of a loan broker's time is actually reaching out to people and getting them to finish these applications. So there's actually 3 methods that Richie Lending utilizes to get people to finish their application, and by doing this, they actually prevent as much of a significant drop off as you would expect. So the first way is that they can create their own profile, which is what we kind of just walked you through, where they would see their own dashboard, they can upload their documents. Now, you're always going to have those people that may not be very tech savvy or want to avoid it. And then those people, you can just call them and fill it in yourself. There's other people that are tech savvy, or at least they know how to use Gmail. And for them, you can just send all the information through email and they can send it back and it'll be filled out. Another
Yes, exactly.
sorry. Another interesting aspect of Richie Lending that I think a lot of your customers will be pleased to see is that similar to what Uber does, Richie Lending actually hides the customer's number. They actually generate a fake number for these customers. One of the problems with other competitors, such as like Lending Tree or other platforms like that, is what they do is they actually, once someone applies for a loan, they take that person's complete information and they send it out to a network of lenders that can include both trustworthy sources and perhaps not so trustworthy sources. And then the person who applied for a loan may not actually be able to get on the phone with a lender because now they don't want to talk to anyone. They don't want to deal with anyone because they're getting so many phone calls, so many spam emails, stuff like that.
Exactly. So this way we are able to see lenders that are trying to contact merchants behind our back, and we can like deplatform them or warn them or maybe just assist them in improving their own security. So let's say this application is complete. So what actually happens in this case, we're just simply change the status of this application. We can change it to manually submit, but basically what happens is the application is complete at this stage. It actually gets sent to lenders, and that's where all this machine learning part of it is, where it actually sends all this application directly to lenders, and we are just waiting at that point for offers to come back from lenders. So basically, when it lands on the lender's desk, they review the file, and if they see that think the file is somewhat promising, they just basically come back and upload an offer. It will pop up in your system as well, and usually it looks something like this. Let's look at this file. So the offer will look like somewhat like this, and this is just a simple example. So the loan is $100,000, and it comes at a rate of 121, which is a buy rate or the internal wholesale rate. And at that point, you are just able to adjust or add some additional commission that you would want to receive on this loan. Your customer will only see the client rate, this one, at 125. So in this particular loan, you're making $4,000 commission. How much we make on that? We basically make $200. Basically, we make 5% of whatever you make. $200 on this loan where you make $4,000 commission. Now let's talk about larger companies. And
yeah. So as companies grow, obviously there's different levels of roles, and each role should have access to different levels of information, right? So the way it's structured right now is there are 3 main roles in this platform. So the first one is the salesperson. That salesperson only has access to their files. For the admin, they have access to most of the information except for there's a couple things that are hidden, like for instance, for a social security number, you can only see like the last 4 digits. And then for the super admin, which is the highest level of a role, and they can actually see all the information.
yeah, so basically it's just to kind of assist customers with